Hello, Clarence. Hi, Jay.
Alright, mate.
Yeah, come in. Good evening, guys, ladies. Yeah, we've got Jay with us for how long Jay's got. Yeah, come in, Jay.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, I've just gone live now. Funny enough. Oh, you look
Yeah,
look
I'm a bit stiff.
Yeah, you look a bit on the stiff side. Pull a chair up.
There you go.
Yeah, grab a chair. The kettle's on.
Nice one.
Yeah, how's your mother?
She's fine.
Good, good.
For me, that's having problems.
Yeah. Are you going to go born this year?
When is it now?
27th.
For this month?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it when you go. You entertain everybody. You run. You know what he does, guys? He runs round under the tables like a little mouse. He fucking does.
Okay.
Goes into that.
Oh,
Goes in all the fucking boxes.
Yeah, Andy.
Mind you, I don't fucking blame you.
That's where you find the good stuff.
Yeah, you do. True. You do. That's true because you found a computer in one of them, didn't you? What was it?
Well, I got a
What was it you got now?
TRS-80 Coco, complete in box and everything.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
someone installed.
it was under a stall, wasn't it? Because even I didn't see that. Because I'd have bought that and then traded it with you. But yeah, so what have you got on the burner? What have you got on the back burner at the moment?
Oh, I'm just working on a couple of things at the moment.
Yeah, I seen you do an old radio the other day, Echo.
Oh, that's I've had that for years. It used to be my shed radio. Just a bit of recommissioning because I want to use it in the kitchen.
Mhm.
So I've got that. I've sorted that now. That's playing really nice actually.
That's what you want, innit? Yeah. So.
I mean, they were cheap. They're fairly cheap radios then. They weren't like Echoes, like top of the range or anything.
No.
But given that, the FM reception on it is
Yeah,
excellent.
they did well Echo on FM, didn't they?
Well, the thing is, my area where I live, even FM, I mean AM reception's virtually non-existent. But even
well,
FM,
is it? Well, you're only up the road.
Well, you
It's
think
the
where I
same
am? Yeah, if you think where I am with the hill though.
Yeah.
So I've got that big hill behind me. It blocks a lot of signal.
Well, do you know them two stations you got on AM?
Yeah.
Well, I get them here.
Yeah.
Apart from I noticed one you didn't get. You didn't get Japati AM at the top.
No.
But I get Japati AM.
I've got one set, and it's a little a horrible little Ferranti battery set. Like that. You know, one of them little like jewellery box style sets.
Mm-hmm.
That, amazingly, that'll pick about 6 AM stations up in my area. So it's pulling them in from well away.
Yeah, it's got to be because there's nothing left round here.
And that's the only set I can. But that thing will pull in long wave stations from the continent. I think it's Ireland or somewhere like that. It'll pull a few long wave stations that's still out there.
I used to listen to the RTE one. That's gone.
Yeah, that's
now.
gone now. Yeah, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah, look at this beast.
Oh, I've been watching you having fun with that.
Lovely,
Nice
that,
one,
isn't it?
yeah. I've got one very, very similar.
1979.
Mine's slightly newer. I think mine's about 82 or 3.
Yeah, they did.
That's like the really nice one though, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got two of these. Because what I did, I bought that one there.
Yeah.
Which has got a problem with its amplifier. But I don't think it's the amp. I think it's the preamp. It won't play in stereo.
Right.
Both channels are working. If you do the screwdriver test on the wires, you get the buzz on both channels. But there's a problem somewhere in the preamp, and I thought, fuck it, I'd already serviced the mechanism for that. So anyway, I spotted this one, and everyone's going to find out how much I paid for it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paid £115.
To be fair, nowadays for them, that's about right.
It is, isn't it? I didn't pay as much for the other one though. That was
No.
a bit cheaper. That was 80 something.
But no, I mean, nowadays for a really good stereo cassette player like that, you're going to pay over 100 quid.
That's right. And when Sharp were making these, they were on top of the game.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like the Sharps and we were at the Pioneers or some. There was a couple of really good makes when
I
they
don't
came
think
out.
Pioneer made one.
We're not Pioneer. We're at Panasonic there. I know
Panasonic did one.
there were like 2 or 3 that were like the absolute best of the best.
Yeah. But I think the ones to have were the Shark.
Shark were really top
They,
end.
I think they were the ones to have. Yeah, I bought this on Saturday for a £5. Arbiter karaoke player.
Right.
Look at the condition of it.
It looks like it's never been used.
Yeah, I know. But wait till you see the remote. It cost me an extra £5 to get the company remote. I don't know why people do that. Why can't they just sell it as a package?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just say, well, we want a tenner, but look at the remote.
Jesus. Yeah, it's like brand new, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it still had, you know the film.
Oh, it still
on
had the film on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that tech bone likes to pull off.
Yeah. No, it's hardly been used, that, if anything.
I don't think it's had. I don't think it's had a lot of use, that.
No, it hasn't.
No. Oh, by the way, if you're ever going to go camping,
Yeah.
I'll lend you a pair of these.
Jesus. What, used as a 10?
Yeah. Yeah, look at the size of them.
Ooh, fucking hell.
They are what you call Y fronts.
Yeah. Proper ones.
They're proper Y fronts, them guys. They are proper Y fronts. You see, I can't get anything else to fit round my fat ass. I did buy some, and they felt like I was sat in a catapult. Did honestly feel fucking horrible. And when you sat down, you felt your nuts get crushed. You know, even my penis went numb. I thought, oh no, I can't deal with these.
You need something with comfort, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna wear underwear, you know, I mean, I don't understand how men can wear women's knickers.
No.
I've never tried a pair, but women are different shape to men, and
Completely.
yeah. And knickers are differently made. You know, so I don't understand how men can wear women's knickers.
I know I could nick, ex-missus of mine, I could nick her jeans, because I fit her jeans.
Yeah, the only difference do you know what the difference is between men and women's jeans?
Yeah, it's just the buttons on the different side.
Yes.
Yeah. That's literally the only
That's the only difference. And that is exactly it, yeah. Well, what we're working on tonight here in the CB Radio Shack, we're playing with a Maxcom 4E. We were supposed to be doing a Midland Porter pack, but you know me, I own up to everything. And what I did, I took the top off. I did a pre-video inspection.
Yeah.
Not everybody owns up to doing those, but I do that. You know, I do a pre-video inspection. I don't turn them on.
No, but you don't got anything that's going to go up and release the magic smoke.
No, I don't turn them on. I've had this one on because I had to repair the mic. I had to put a new insert in the mic. So I had to have this one on to make sure. But it does need it. The speaker's got a hole in it and fucked. So I have had this on, but it's not working properly. It needs tuning, and the meter lamp's blown. But I do a pre-video inspection, and see if it's viable. And the Midland Porter pack wasn't, because somebody in their infinite wisdom, and I don't know why, has pinched the VCO transformer.
Oh.
So you can't adjust the VCO. Someone's had the transformer.
That's nice of them.
Yeah. So in order for me to even think about doing that,
I've got a transformer for it.
Well, I've got to wait for a scrapper because you'll never get a transformer.
Do you not know what the winding ratio or anything is?
Not got a clue. You know, so that's what we're doing tonight on here. I better get us set up here as well. I've not even thought about doing this. Yeah, that'll Steve.
He texted me the other day to say he had a cold, got the flu.
Yeah. He sent me. He phoned me Sunday. Rang me up on Sunday and said that he had the flu. I said, "We'll stay away then."
Yeah.
You know, last thing you want is I hope I ain't got it when we go to Goulburn. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to take.
Oh, he'll have got rid of it by then.
Yeah. I'll just have to take the risk if he's got it. I'm not missing Goulburn. This might be the last time I get there, you know. But that being said, it might be the last time I want to go, to be honest. And the reason why I'm saying that... Out! The reason why I'm saying that is because the last 2 times I've gone, there's been nothing interesting for me.
It's one of them though. I've been a couple of times before now, and there's been absolutely sod all. And then I've gone I've gone the next time and got a load of stuff that I always wanted.
Yeah, but
it's hit and miss.
Yeah, the last 2 times there's been nothing there for me.
I mean, it's same with car boots. I can go around like 15 car boots and get virtually nothing or the odd item. I can go to one car boot and fill half the car.
Hang on a minute. He's already been doing. He's been out for 2 walks. He's been out for 3 walks today. He's had his dinner. He's had his tea. He's got water. Yeah, I bought myself some new trousers and shirts. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't know anybody with a 50-inch waist, do you?
No.
No, because you're certainly not one.
No, not anymore. Used to be.
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't by any chance eat a load of pies and get back there, could you?
No, thanks.
I'll sell you a nice pair of pants.
It took me long enough to get rid of it.
I can't imagine you being fat all the years I've known you.
Yeah, no.
A few years now, isn't it?
I was big.
Yeah, it's a few years now, Jay.
Yes. Well, it's got to be getting on like 10 years.
Yeah. I think it was around about 2000. I was still working when you came here.
Yeah.
Because we did that deal for that Fidelity, didn't we, with those 2 laptops?
Oh, before, I tell you when I first come round here, I'd seen one of your videos, you were messing with an old Atari 2600.
That's right.
And Mega Drive.
And I had a Mega Drive as well, because you came
for the graphics on it.
That's right, because you had the Mega Drive, because I said if anybody wants this, come and get,
Yeah.
Send me an email or send me an address. And you were banging on the fucking button. So you got it, and it was the graphics chip, wasn't it?
Right,
graphics
memory, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I had an idea. I knew what were wrong with it when I saw it on the screen. What were wrong?
Well, the reason why I ended up with that is because Laura, my daughter, in her infinite wisdom, which is not much, she decided to get into repairing games consoles. But the problem was she never knew anything about electronics. So she bought the 2600, a couple of DS's, and that Mega Drive. Well, you ended up with the 2600. I think you ended up with the board.
There were a board and a complete
and a full one, wasn't there?
Yeah, 2600 Juniors.
Yeah, because I repaired the board. I repaired the board that was on its own. It was just the 7805.
Yeah,
I think.
9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Is on them.
Hang on.
Oh, nice.
Was that you, Jay?
Oh, yeah, right.
You have to blame someone. Sorry about that. Do you know when we was kids, what we used to call that? When somebody farted, we used to say, watch out, that's the homosexual love call. Yeah. Oh, don't worry, they don't hang around my house. They can't stand the smell of each other. I did one last night, it smelled like a silage truck and drove past.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, fucking hell. Getting back to what... Oh, I really am sorry about that.
You're wrong.
You want to see when his face goes green. Yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, the Mildreds brought a Triumph Herald.
Why?
I don't know. I've not seen it yet, but I believe it's, between me and you, I believe it's the right shit box.
Can he weld?
Yeah, I think he can.
Oh,
yeah.
if he can, that's the problem with them old Triumphs.
Yeah.
They see water and they fall apart. I used to have a Spitfire years ago. 74 Spitfire.
They weren't made out of very strong stuff, were they?
I think they were made out of tinfoil.
Yeah, but thereabouts. Yeah.
I know exactly what the problem with them was actually in the steel. British Leyland in the 70s, late 60s and 70s, started buying Russian steel because it was dirt cheap.
Yeah, the Italians did as well.
The Italians did, and the French.
And it was full of rust.
You know why it was full of rust?
Yeah, because it come out, the Russians fished it out of the Baltic.
Yeah, they used to drag for sunken World War II ships, basically drag them to shore and melt them down for metal. But it's contaminated with salt.
That's
but
right.
Because they were selling it to everyone else, they didn't care. they kept the good steel for their larders. Because that's an interesting thing. The larders that they had in Russia lasted. All the crap that they sent over here, all the steel, and all the stuff, it just fell apart. That's why we've got virtually no decent cars from the 70s.
Yeah, because it all fell to a fucking bit of crap. Oh. I'm going to let him out in a minute because he's prancing about and I don't know why. Because he's been out. Scraps!
Mine does it as well.
Yeah, I think he might have a cold case of the shits.
Sometimes if you change their dog food, it can mess the digestion up.
Yeah, but that's it. I haven't changed his dog food.
It's still on the same.
Yeah. I bought some crystals from Russia, you know. Not Russia. Bought some crystals from fucking France.
Yeah.
And they fucking shite. It's supposed to be 10.24 to 10.23.
Right.
So obviously when you put them in the fucking radio, you can't.
You can't.
They're too fucking low. You can't adjust them. Can't get. I put one in that home base, saying that Harvard home base, and I ended up putting the original back in. The original's out, but it's not illegally out.
Yeah. What is it you were after? What do you want? 10.2.
No, 10.24.
Right. Can you text it me?
Yeah.
I've got a big bag like that of crystals.
Yeah.
There's all sorts in there. I'll see if I've got some you can have.
Yeah, fucking.
They're not going to be really a frequency. I'm going to use that.
No, that's it. I mean, they're only there.
That type, and I take it the can type like that. You want, yeah.
Yeah, just
any of them that are not frequencies I use, you can have them.
Oh, nice one. I'll send you. Because what happens is, you see, we've aged the fucking drop.
Yeah.
But these new ones are not made to spec. I'll send a text now.
These will be old ones.
Yeah, I'll just put, you know, even some old ones. I've used ones out of AM sets which are older than the FM.
Yeah.
And they've still worked. Oh, yeah. .24. That'll do you, won't it?
Yeah.
Just press that. And it's on its way.
I got it.
Thought you might have. Yeah, I got this nice soldering iron given me, you know.
Oh, well, look at that.
Yeah, I got that off my friend's widow. Tyrone's widow, he died. And he got that from Rumbelows in 1987.
Wow.
Not from the shop, from the service.
I was going to say from maintenance. But I know it's an 80s one.
Yeah,
my neighbour had one of them.
Yeah, because he got it. What happened was they shut the maintenance department down, service department, and he got the job of shifting all the shit. And the manager come out with that and says, "Yeah, you may as well have that." And he got a big black sucker, you know, and it was fucking that long. Fucking big black, fucking proper industrial sucker.
Oh, the proper one, yeah.
Yeah. You know, but what he used to do to check his iron was hot. He used to dab it there. I got a flute meter off her as well, which is over here somewhere. I use it over there. You know, so yeah, I didn't do bad.
No.
Why is it when everybody snuffs it, I end up with all the stuff? I bought that thing the other day on there, that thing with the lights on it. Yeah, that was 25 quid. And it'll produce 48 phantom volts.
So yeah, so you can power a mic straight off it.
Yeah, so you power a good mic. I've got that mic on it there. And that picks everything up around the room.
It's like a stream deck, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, 25 quid. Sounds not bad either.
Like that.
It's got some sound effects built in.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have Bluetooth, but it hasn't. Somebody was being a bit economical with the truth. But I don't mind, I don't want Bluetooth anyway.
You don't really need it for something like that, do you?
No. And it's rechargeable, so you can plug it up your phone.
Right, so you don't even have to just leave it with 5 volts up it.
No.
Right, it's quite useful, that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So it's designed for like portable webcasting and stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you can literally be on the fly with it.
That's right.
That's pretty good, that.
It's not bad for 25
No,
quid,
it's not.
I thought it was going to sound ghastly. Because for 25 quid, you don't get much.
Yeah, you're a bit, especially with it all being digital and they're not going to be using decent sampling, are they, that money, but...
Yeah.
Then again, they can make the stuff that damn cheap now that even the cheap stuff's reasonable.
I bought a load of disco equipment the other week. My friend's my friend died in February, and some of it I actually owned in the past. I bought a linear suit. I got about 7 sets of disco lights, a couple of about 3 or 4 mics. I got a TK disco sound disco console. They were the workhorse of the disco industry.
Yeah.
Then. You know, you kill one of them, you've got to be fucking good. Kill one of them. And I got a linear Super Disco 70. I got these speakers. They used to be mine.
They're all right.
They're Fane inside.
Yeah.
They're Fane them.
I've got one of them thinking about.
And I got a set of H&H.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
I like the Fane stuff.
Yeah. I'll tell you how much I paid.
Cool.
When I mute that, because I'm not
right.
told this. I'm not told this lot. I'm keeping them in suspense. But it wasn't cheap.
No.
But then again, she did. Well, I will actually tell you. I paid £1,000 for everything, but she delivered it as well, and she had to get a van to put it all in.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but that's for a full disco rig, pretty much.
Well, 2 full doors.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got what do you call it? I got one of these fucking modern cam mixers with a CD player. I've got one of them as well, which is also a graphics player.
Right. Oh. So you karaoke and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the mixer's no good for karaoke because there's no echo around.
No.
It. But the two separate the double CD
You just
player
plug an
is.
FX unit in though, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can if it's got the sockets for
Yeah.
it, you can. Not all of them have.
I just thought if it hasn't got it built in, it'll have a pass through or something.
So sometimes they do. It depends on which one you get. Some do, some don't. I've got a small Behringer one, which I bought from Goldborn, and that's got the that's got the pass through,
Yeah.
so you could effects in and out.
Yeah, Behringer stuff. Generally speaking, I mean everyone disses Behringer as being cheap tat. Yeah, it is, but you get a hell of a lot of bang for the cheap tat. It's good stuff for the price.
Yeah,
We always used to run Behringer stuff where I used to work.
but the Mildred's just bought some stuff, and I think he's had his hat nailed on. Because he bought it. The guy wanted 50 quid. Mildred offered him 40. The CD player's dead on one side, no laser, no activity, and no laser activity, and the mixer it is Behringer, but it's rubbish. You know, he brought it here today for me to check it out, and I think it works, but I didn't connect it to an amp. I just plugged my headphones.
Yeah.
I plugged the wire in and did the on the the buzz test. So I didn't test it fully. To be honest, I didn't really want to get involved with it. I don't like fucking about. Remember that mixer I did a few months ago? I replaced that fucking chip in it. It was down on the left channel.
Yeah.
I replaced that fucking chip. It was a right nightmare.
Yeah, they always are.
I don't like mixers because there's millions of screws you have to take out.
Yeah, just to get in there.
Just to get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
To
It's like that. You give me that DDX 1632.
Oh, that was a Behringer, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a Behringer. I used to service them.
You press a button on that and all the knobs move.
Yeah, it's got electric. It's got flying. It's called flying faders.
Yeah.
Because you can set different pages up in the thing, and you just flick between the pages, and it'll
And
move it back to where
you
like I
need
say,
it.
I used to service them professional
But
for where I used to
the
work.
problem with that is full of surface mount caps,
Yeah, and they all fail.
and they all fail.
Yeah. Yeah.
That came in as a repair from that Carl who you did that radio for.
Yeah.
Hey, we both did well out of that, didn't we?
They didn't do bad.
Yeah, you got your 60 quid, and I got £20 surcharge. Yeah, fucking. So yeah, so this is the victim. I mean, project. Yeah, for tonight. I may be getting. It might be interesting. I may be getting in. I'm not sure what make it is. It's coming out of a '56 Chevrolet. An in-car record player.
Oh, right, it'll be a Motorola Pro, most likely.
It could either be Motorola or it could be RCA or Philips.
If it's a Chevy, I think it will be a Motorola.
Right. Well, I hope it comes in actually, because I would love to have a look at one of them.
I've always been intrigued to see how they work.
So have I, and so the guy who's got it is thinking of sending it in to be repaired.
Yeah.
And that's gonna smell, by the way.
Well, I'm going to shoot off
I
now
know,
anyway.
and the reason why I know it's gonna smell is because it warmed my bum on its way out.
Oh, nice one. Yeah, I'm going to vacate at that.
Yeah, we fold that chair back up.
Yeah, of course, well, mate.
I'm gonna let him out because he's whinging before he decides that he wants to leave some messages in the hallway.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No. I got up the other morning, he'd had an accident in the fucking kitchen, but luckily my foot's good at navigating its way around dog shit. Yeah, what have you been doing? You've not been shagging, have you?
Chance to be a fine thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, body's just doing one of its usual.
Right. I'll give your mum my regards.
Will do.
I said hello. I remember that time when she was showing me the rats, and she said, have you ever had rats? I says, I live in an area full of them, 2-legged ones. I'm just going to let scraps out, guys, and then we'll get to the project in a second. Oh, cheers for bringing them back, Jay.
Oh yeah, no worries. I should have brought them sooner than that.
Oh, don't worry, I knew they were safe. Go on, you.
Put your batteries in the box as well.
Oh, thanks.
They're slightly out of date, but they work absolutely fine.
No, I'm not going to use them, am I? Cheers for that, Jay.
I'll see you later, mate.
Nice one, mate. You have a safe journey back. Hey, you're walking like you shit yourself, you know. I was watching a film last night, reminds me of how you walk. John Wayne. I'll see you later, mate. See you later, buddy. Yeah, anyway, guys, I've let Scraps out the back. I think he's got the 2 Bob bits, guys. Let's say hello to you fellas before we get stuck in. Good evening, Clarence. Good evening, Jason. Good evening, Mark and everybody. Good evening, everybody in Birmingham, Mark and you lot. Good evening, guys. Got VR printed on the Y front. Or get VR printed on the Y fronts. Vintage electronics repair. Yeah, printed on the Y front and give them away. Yeah, hang on. Oh. Yeah, there we go, guys. Yeah. So what we're doing, guys, we can go to the camera. There we go. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to check to see if the speaker's open circuit. Because I get nothing from the internal speaker on this radio. Yeah, I am getting activity through. It's only going to be a tune-up, this. I'd like to replace that bulb, but I haven't got one to hand. Well, I have. I can't find them. So what we'll do, we'll turn the meter on. We're not doing the VCO on this because you have to add extra parts in some of these for the VCO, and I don't think they're in there, so we're not doing the VCO. But there again, it's transmitting. It is transmitting because I had to repair the microphone because the insert had gone in the mic, so I had to put another one in. Luckily, I have 1 or 2 of them knocking about. We'll also mess about with some crystals as well if we can. Mind you, that could be an issue, couldn't it? There's a wire off there. Could have been a broken wire. That wasn't off earlier. Oh, hang on, we need... Let's go to ohms. Yeah. Yeah, the speaker's open. Yeah, the speaker's open. So we don't need the meter now, we shouldn't do. Right, so this is really going to be... Let's just take this... Just take it off there and the two wires won't short anywhere then. Right, let me just go and shut the front door, he's just come back in. I think he's got the trots or something today, so I'll keep an eye on him. You got the trots on, hey? You got a soft, you got a slack ass today, have you, lad? Hey, you're a bit on the loose side. Yeah. Yeah, so now you all know how much I gave for me disco gear, but I don't mind. I don't mind. Because that's not what was asked, that's what I offered. Right, we need a new socket for this, so we'll be getting in touch with Richard. Unless I can repair this, I might be able to repair that, because the other part of it's there. So, what we're going to do, guys, we're going to have it this way, I think. We have got the manual somewhere for this, but not printed out. I don't know where the manual is, so, but I know pretty much what we're going to adjust. So if we turn this on, we're on the Marconi, external speaker, and that's PA. Right, so what we're going to do, we've got the soldering iron on, wrap the meter up so it's not in our way, and we know the mic works because we repaired it. And that was the thing with them Maxcom mics, they used to go down on you, so to speak. So let's get this on this side because I'm left-handed. So first of all, we'll check the frequency, because we haven't checked the frequency. So we'll do the frequency first, guys. So we'll go to there and go to there. Do that. 2779 and we want to adjust this. We want to adjust. I think this might not be the right tool. It might be. Hang on. I don't think we can get this up actually. We may be looking to put another crystal in here, guys, yeah. Yeah, 27. Yeah, we are on channel 20, aren't we? Yeah. We might be looking to put another crystal in this, guys. I think we're putting another crystal in here, because we can't get this to 2779. We can get it to 2779, but we can't get it to 125. We can get it to 107 and then it drops to 104. So what we'll do, What we'll do, before we do any of that, we'll put another crystal in it. We'll change the crystal and see if that makes us any better, shall we? Because we've got a couple of scrappers. Most of my scrappers are not here, they're put away, but we've got a couple in that box we can pinch the crystals from, so we're not too worried. We've got a couple at hand that might be okay, so we can try those. Anyway guys, like I say, welcome to the CB radio channel, the CB radio shack, and this is what we're doing. There we go, that's nice and neat, that board under there. So let's get another, let's get a shitter. What we're going to do, we're going to use this PR27. The reason why we're going to use the PR27 is because it was bang on frequency. It was absolutely bang on frequency, guys, but it developed. But I would rather. There you go. .24. Now let's put this on the crystal tester, guys. Before we even put it in the radio, put it on the crystal tester and see what the crystal tester says it is, shall we? Before we even put it in the radio. It should be 27, it should be what it says. Let's put it in the crystal tester. No, the fucking wires come off. Fucking red wires come off. That's why you should build your test instruments into a case. I will at the first opportunity I get. Thought it'd gone off. Just solder my wire back on, guys, for my crystal tester. Well, there's a piece of solder there. Solder my wire back on. Yeah. Just do that. We're on. There we go. Let's connect the crystal. Hang on. It would help if it fucking slide into the hole. 20, that's 20, it should be 10. Because the other one read 10 as well, I wonder why. Is it? That's reading, should be 10.24. Why is my crystal tester reading it that way? Because it should be reading it. 10.23 it read it at. Hang on. Bloody hell. I mean, there's a trimmer missing off this, but it shouldn't make much difference. So press that. It should be 27. It should be 10.2, 10.24. It comes on, yeah. It's getting a fucking good fucking connection on here. Oh, I'm going to give up in a minute because I'm going to snap him on that legs off. I think it's just not very... Give it one more go. Alright. Well, we're gonna fit it anyway. Fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna fit it anyway. It did come up 10.2 something at one point, but we're gonna fit it anyway, guys. Gonna fit it anyway because it will come up. Because that other one was bang on frequency when it was before it decided it didn't want to work. So let's get this. Put this over here so we don't knock it onto the floor and it's gone forever. Get the sucker. Right, our 10 point, our crystal should be. Where is it? There's the PLL. There's the crystal. I think it's there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Let's get it with the pliers. There you go. 10.24. Actually, yeah, 10.0, 10.24. We'll test that in a minute. But it's definitely, it definitely won't let us tune up. We can't tune up with that, so can't bring it in. You ever tried to get your fingers in an awkward place, guys? Oh. Wow. I'll tell you what. Getting your finger, I don't want to crush the crystal. Let's just take these fucking things off the bottom and cut these so we've got fresh. Got a load of PL plugs there and all. Don't know where my fucking clippers are. So what we'll do, we'll put them in there. That's it. Make sure the pins are straight. You know, the holes are wide enough. That's gone through. The holes are wide enough, guys, and they're clean. Let's just double check. There we go. One of the pads are slightly lifted. I just hope it goes through. But we're in. We've done it, guys. Right. Yeah, we're okay there. They're not gonna, yeah, knock them down a bit. There you go. Right, should we try it again? See where we're at this time with the frequency. We couldn't pull it up last time, but we know that that crystal was working alright on the one it come out of. Hang on. 27,789. I've not moved the channel, have I? No. Try that. No, we're on channel 2. I hope we fucking pull up. Let's try adjusting it. That's... No, we're not pulling up, guys. Nope. Nope. We'll have to look at that. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. We're 27,789. But we're not getting where we want to be. Let's just try. No, we're not getting anywhere there. No, we're back to 27,780. Let's just fucking... Let's get this tool in here. It might fit better. No. Let's try that one. That was round. It sounds like we've got a problem. 27,789, 27,889. Make sure we're on a proper ground. No, we're not getting anything there, guys. Oh, hang on, it would help if that stayed on. Try this one. See, I can't remember whether these are floating chassis or not. Right, we're not going to get this up, guys. It's not going to go up. We're going to need a... Not going to go. No, makes no fucking difference. Yes. Oh well, that's not working. Well, what else have we got working? Pinch. I thought that would work actually, but obviously not. Ugh. Right. Let's just get another opinion. Right. And it's not the frequency counter because it's been on for quite a bit. There you go. Right. Right. Now we did try the frequency. We did try checking it before, didn't we? On the count on the thingy, but don't know whether this switches on or on, or you have to. $10.238. That must have just fucking, that's gone back to how it should be. 10.238. Let's test the original. Now we've got the, now we managed to work out how the bloody crystal checker's supposed to work. $10.238, same. Not going to make any fucking difference, is it? It's not going to make any difference. But that being said, there is a trimmer capacitor missing off here. I nicked it for a repair. Right, let's pull this out, and I bent the fucking legs over, didn't I? Yeah, let's give it a shove. There we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stick this one on the bottom, guys. That way, if it tunes, you can just put it the right way in the right place. There you go. If it tunes, we can put it in the right place. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. I did that with the thing switched on. I forgot to turn the damn thing off. $27, 1.6. Yeah, that one will tune. That one will tune, guys. Let's turn it down. $130. I'll tell you what, we'll get it back in the right position. We'll get that one in the right position. We know that one has turned the radio off. It's off. Right, so that one tunes, guys. Right, I think we might lose this pad here, I'm not sure. If we do, just bend the leg over. Yeah. There you go. And there we go, guys. It was straighten these legs. So that one actually works. So that one actually tunes. And we've been wrapping the leads around each other as well. That doesn't help. Wrapping the leads round. There we go. I'll leave the leads long and it'll make it easier for me to put it in position. I wouldn't trade you for the world. All the star planets in the sea. Bend that one over there because we don't know where the clippers are. Actually, I think there's a pair down here. I've seen a pair on the floor. There's a pair. Don't know where my little nice ones are though. Anyway, let's. I wouldn't trade you for the world. Yeah, okay. Right. That's not very good. Are we? No, we're not transmitting, which means we haven't got a very good connection on our crystal. So what we'll do, yeah, probably, yeah, there we go. I said we might lose a pad, didn't I, guys? There you go. That's it. Yeah, we're transmitting now. That was the problem. Right, so let's back onto our 2779126. That's coming in at, guys, and I'm happy with that. I can live with that. Yeah, toggling between 126 and 127. Right. So that's frequency done. Hello, Harvey. Hello. Yeah, I think I've said hello to everybody else, haven't I? Yeah. If I haven't, I'll get it. I'll get to you guys. Don't worry. Right. So what we'll do next? We'll just clean up our tools. Now we're not going to touch the VCO, nobody else has. So what we'll do, we'll start with the transmitter and start with this one. We just want to peek them. And that doesn't turn. We'll leave that one because it doesn't turn. If they don't turn, we don't force them. And that one doesn't either, so we'll leave it. If they don't turn, you leave them. That one turns. That's peaked. There we go. So let's turn it down. It's peaked. There you go. That one puts us on 4 watts. So let's see if we're balanced. So there's channel 1. We're good there. Channel 40. And we're good there. So if we're 4-ish or so watts. Now let's just check deviation. 1, 2. That doesn't sound right. Oh. One, 2. We just want it to be on I think we're a bit loud actually. Yeah, we're a bit loud there. We could do with being down a bit. 1 2 1 2. It wasn't the hang on. It wasn't the grass that tickled her ass. It was me fingers. Bum 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 bum. Right, deviation on this one. I think it's that one. I'm not sure. Or is it? Yeah, I think it's. We can put it back. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's not it. It's got to be this one then. Move that resistor, or whatever that fucking is. That's a capacitor right over the adjustment. There we go. 1 2 1 2 1 2. There we go. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and that's all the way up. That's 1 2 1 2. About 1 2 1 2. There we go. Move that fucking speaker wire. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's down. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2. I'm gonna leave it there. That sounds alright. I mean, we're coming through this thing, so we're not gonna get an accurate, but it's not distorted. Right, signal meter, TX meter. It is adjustable on this. It's that one there. And it's 4 watts. It's on 4 watts. That's good enough. Right, so now let's do the receiver. And this is the bit you've all come for. Which what we'll do, we'll unplug that, chuck that back into the scraps, or the transistor, the crystal out of that one actually did the job. So we need to, we'll probably revisit this in it because we find a signal meter bulb. Right, so we want, move them for now. We need the meter so we can do the detector. Because we want to set the detector. And we need the oscilloscope for that. There we go. Right, so there we go, guys. We'll come on to the cyanide in a minute. And headphone users, I've got no sympathy. Buy a pair of speakers like everybody else. External speaker. Leave that down for a minute, and we'll just connect up our oscilloscope. Where's our fucking leads for our oscilloscope? No, we shouldn't have even got anything through there. We get a little bit. But I always short the output. The input rather, so I don't get any. We'll just set the scope up and then we'll. Sounds alright that actually. We'll just set this up and then we'll come and we'll bring you onto the cyanide meter. There we go. Let's get you onto the press auto range. Should be about the same as it was yesterday. Now let's just bring you down to the cyanide meter. There we go. Turn the cyanide meter on would help, wouldn't it? There we go. Right, let's pick the bike up. Make sure we don't squeeze it. Right, now let's get me wide tool. The detector is, it's either this one, it's either this one or this one. It's not that one, so it must be that one. That's it. Now we can turn that down a bit. Right. I need it up a bit so I can hear it. Right, so let's turn this generator down. See how low we can go. Right, see if we can adjust anything. There we go. Not much in this to adjust. See, I can't see the cyanide numbers, I'm only relying on the needle. Let's move that out of the way. I can't really see the numbers from here. Gained a bit there. You normally gain a bit on this one. There you go. Let's go back through them again, just to be sure. About right. I'm trying to read the numbers. That's about it. And now let's get me a big tool and do this black one. That's it, guys. Right, we're picking that up at 118 minus 118 microvolts, decibels. Sorry. You don't hear them that low down these. That's 100 minus 123 dB. That's good enough. And that's 1 microvolt. and the needle's going right across, and it shouldn't, so we need to back that off a bit. And the needle on these is on the back of the adjustments on the back of the signal meter on these. There you go. We need to replace the TX LED because that doesn't work, so that'll probably be a job for tomorrow because I need to dig a few bits out. So we'll probably be back on this tomorrow and finish it off. Right, the squelch. This should be the squelch here. Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll actually leave the squelch where it is. Leave that where it is. Well, we need it to open, don't we? It never does. It never does. It never opens. Right. Let's see if we can if we can find the super glue. There it is. That's stuck on that one. Ow. Oh, fuck's sake. There you go. Now what we need to do is just repair the socket. It just says buying a new one. Not that I'm too tired to do that, but I mean, why pay if you don't have to? Why buy them? What I'll do to help that, I'll just get the soldering iron. There you go. That'll hold that in place. There you go. See, that'll replace our... See, that'll stop our... means we don't have to replace that now. So if we undo that... so what we'll do now, guys, we're going to leave that for now. Because we need a speaker for it. So unplug it from the tester. Right, we need a speaker for it, guys. I want to clean this mic up. Do something about cleaning the front up. That'll clean up that. That'll come up like alright, that, not bad. So what we'll do, guys, we'll finish this off tomorrow night. And that's come off there. That should be part of that. But as always, somebody's done that up too tight. And that's broken out, so we're not worried. So what we'll do, we'll unplug. What we'll do the front now. I'll tell you what I hate, guys. I hate it when somebody glues the knobs on. I've had that before today. Luckily I didn't mark the knob. Unplug the socket. There we go. And unplug that fly lead. There we go. Now, I wouldn't trade you for the world or the pearls in the sea. Don't say it's not going to come off. I've had these where they won't fucking come off for today. Trying to hold that there. Let's try and get the... Might have to do it with the fucking knobs on. Try and get the on-off one off. Jesus. It is coming. Jesus. Somebody fucking glued them on. I think they've been glued on, you know. I think they've been glued on them, guys. Because they are not even in the right position. They don't want to come off. I think it's coming, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it is, it's coming. Just taking its fucking time, but it's coming. Let's try this other screwdriver. See, I just don't want it flying off and disappearing and not being able to find the fucker. Oh, I've pulled the shaft out. Hope I can get that back in. Yeah, I was right, guys. I was right. Somebody's glued them in. Hope I can get that back in. Pulled the fucking shaft out. And I think that one might have been fucking glued and all. I think this one's coming. Let's probably pull out with the shaft and all. If they do, they do. It's tough. If they do, they do. I've got a scrap. I've got spares. I've got spare knobs. No, that one's come out. So what we'll do, we'll try and get this one out. They're tight. They're coming out. It's coming out there actually. It is coming out actually, guys, but it's fucking tight. There you go. Got it. Now see if we can get the fucking shaft back in there. See if we can get that back in. Should be able to. Right, well I can see it. So if I put that. About there. I'm just trying to get a bit of light down there. It's about there. You can see it there. That one back in. I don't want to hit it. Take the front off. Let's take the front off. I don't know what to do. I've pulled off my knob. I've pulled off my knob. See, I've got to get to here anyway, so it's lovely and clean behind here. I've got to get to here to change the meter bulb and stuff, so I've got to get behind here anyway. I might have to take that apart and do it. I'm hoping not. Now let's put the screwdriver in. I think we're taking that apart, guys. I mean, it's not a great issue. I will have another one, but it has the fucking PA switch on it as well, which is a bit of a bummer. There we go. So if I can just get this off here and I can try and fix this. There we go. Straighten that one up. Who the fuck's that? Yeah. You know, I just love being disturbed when I'm working. Who is it? No, she's not here. No, she's not here. No, she's not here. I don't know where she is. She doesn't live here. No, she won't be next door. I don't know where she is. Why would you want her for? She's not here now. I'm telling you, don't look like you don't believe me. She's not here. Right. I'll phone her and tell her. Yeah. No worries. Stood there, the fucking dickhead, acting like he didn't believe me. Bear with me a minute, guys. I just got to make a private call. Sorry about that, guys and ladies. You know, you try to get things fucking done and you're getting fucking disturbed. You can't get things done because you're getting disturbed. You know? People coming here looking for Christine. I'm not a fucking keeper. She doesn't even live here. That twat acted like he didn't fucking believe me, the fucking shithead. Right, so that goes in there. That's alright. And that just goes in there. Right, can I lift this out? Yeah, I can. There we go. That goes there. This is going to end in disaster, guys. I can see it coming. It's going to end up fucking ending in disaster, this. You can see it fucking coming. And that's supposed to just push on. It's supposed to just push on, that, guys. But the problem is, they're holding that fucking straight. Well, you get the fucking thing. It's because it's flared out, you see. What do? They flange them out. Because it's never designed to be pulled through. It's not designed to be pulled through like that. That's how tight the fucking knob was. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to what I'm going to do, guys, because they're flared out there, and I'm never going to get that back through. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to be a bit creative. Might have to put a bit, might have to super glue it. That's no problem. If we can get that back through how it's supposed to, there's no problem putting a bit of fucking super glue on it. See, I can get it on that way, but where's my fucking file? This is brute force and ignorance, and it's not something I want to do, but looks like I'm going to be given not much of a choice. Where's that fucking file? There it is. I'm going to have to file it, guys, because they put like a... They flared it out when they put them in. That's that side. I mean, luckily they're only aluminium. Let's see if that'll go in there now. See if it'll go in. go. Whew. Bend these out a bit. Guess I've pushed them in. There we go. Now, what we need to do next is put this in. Oh, hang on. No. We need to put this in. Like that. That there. And then that. See, it's getting you. See, it's pushing on now. Now we're actually not where we want to be, or we are now. We just jumped into position. That's not right. Not like we're not fucking centered. Right, well, this is how it's going. It's as far as it'll go. But it's not, it's got to go further than that. That's got to be flush up there. And that has to push. There you go. So it goes in like that. Get this in the right position. No, that goes, I think that goes. That goes that way. Is that the way up it goes? No, it goes down. So that has to go. They're out of position then. That's not in position, that's it. Now that needs to come round. Now if I pull this, I don't want to pull this out, but that has to go around to there, lock into there, that's it. And that, make sure that's straight, which it is. Right, well that's got to be right, that, because it can't go any other way. Let's get the fucking super glue stuck again. I've got it on my fingers. It's like, that's like going to, that's like going to the toilet, isn't it? Your finger going through the toilet paper. There you go. Leave that to dry now, guys, and that should stay where we need it. That looks perfect, that. And that's as far through as we can go. There we go. See, that's not even fucking, that feels shit, that. Right. Now if I hold that there, it turns now nice and easily. So if I now put this back into the fucking switch, it has to be, there we go. That's moved, no it's not, it's right. That goes into the bottom there.
I'm not even asked, guys. I'm not even asked if the PA doesn't work, because who the fuck uses it? I'm just going to put the cunting switch back together. So we can get it in to get it in loosely. Then once we're in, we can tighten it up and check. That one there's not right. It's getting that in. You have to hold it. If I can just get that there, just hold that there and just squeeze in. See if that'll work. Don't think it will switch into PA. But that being said, I'm not fucking arsed whether it does or not. That's that one done. So if I push down there now, I hope the cunting hasn't gone into PA. Oh, that's fully in there now, that one's not. Oh, get in. Right. As long as the fucking squelch works. That's about whether the PA works, and I'm gonna fucking use it. I just hope it's. I better check it's actually not in PA, hadn't I? If it is, I've got to take that cunt apart again. External speaker. Where's the fucking altar speaker? Oh. Right. Soon find out to plug the fucking mic in. Yeah, we're in PA. You bastard. Yeah. At least I think we are. We're in PA. Check that. Still no movement. Where's the... Find the fucking speaker. No wires off anywhere, have I? No. Let's plug this into the Maxcom and see if we're transmitting. We were working before, so Right. That's off. That's on. Nothing. One of these is really. It was fucking working before I fucking pulled the front off. I need the speaker, don't I? I'm not going to be able to do it. There's the fucking speaker, but where's the fucking lead from it? It's fucking buried under that lot. How's it got buried when I was using it before? But I don't understand it, guys. I must have thrown it over here. Right. It's under here somewhere. Oh. Fucking there on the floor and stood on it. There we go. Fucking dropped onto the floor. Just treading on it. Now let's plug this in. Right, now we're transmitting. So now that's not on PA. So we're transmitting now. Not a lot of volume though. There's not a lot of fucking sound there, is there? Unless it could be the... Oh! Yeah. The squelch. Right, so we're now back where we want to be. So we need to straighten them up. Right. Make sure that this is where we need it, which yeah, it's perfect. So we'll leave that halfway. Leave that in the halfway position there. Leave that there. Push it. That's the way it goes in. I don't know what to do. Right. So what we need to do really is hold that there. So if I can get that there and just pull that over like that, then we'll tap them all down properly in a minute. Just get them into where we need them, roughly. And so what we'll do, we'll press him down. Him down. him down, him down. The PA works. Yeah, the switch works, guys. Let's see if it works. It should. Yeah. Yeah. We're working now, guys. After all that fucking struggle, eh? Now that, let's unplug it, or is unplug the sockets. Now, I have to get that, whoops. It has to go that way, because of the way I've put it together. And pull that through. And it better be right. I mean, I've done a lot more to this than what I really wanted to do, guys. I mean, I didn't want to go through all this. You know? But it happens. I mean, that's actually twisted, that knob. Are we in the right position? No, we're not. That's why it's twisted, because we're not where we need to be. We need to turn that, and that has to fit into the hole there. I've got a feeling it might be the fucking wrong way around. If it is, are we touching anywhere down there? I think we're okay. Let's just plug in and check. Plug in and check. Because that looks further in than that. And that looks like... I think this should have gone the other way up. Because that doesn't feel right. And we're a wire off now. We're a wire off, so we've got to fucking solder that back on. That's just come off there. It's just come off the... I think it goes to the... on-off switch. I think it goes here. Just check it before we put it in. Make sure we're right. Don't want to kill it. External speaker. Test set. Power. Get in. Could be that one. Yeah. I thought it'd come off the other one. Get on. Don't always do stuff with your soldering iron with it turned on, guys. You know, you don't want to put live voltage into your soldering iron. Now, I've got a feeling that should go that. I've got a feeling it goes that way, but because it can't go the other way, it can. I think it might go that way. That one. If it does, then what we're gonna do? I'm not undoing that to turn that round. So what we'll do here, we'll just get the fucking knob off it. There we go. And I think it goes that way. Maybe not. No. No, it doesn't. It goes that way. Oh, you fucking hell. Unplug the fucking mic. Oh. No, it doesn't go that way, because if it does, they're going to hit the top. So it does go that way. Yeah, there you go. So I'll snap the knob off it for fuck all. Doesn't matter, I'll just fucking over tighten the cunt. I'll just tighten the cunt up, they never come loose. Comes loose, it'll just tighten. They very rarely come loose when I put them back on. It's gone in easier actually. So we hold that there, and then just get the screwdriver, or the pliers rather. There you go. And I think the thing should have come out of that way. That one goes in sideways on. Yeah, the way it's done. Yeah, that one went in sideways on. So I've got a feeling that it should have gone sideways on. Like that. Yeah, because it should have gone sideways on. Get that there. Make sure we're not. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it should have gone that way. I didn't look when I took it out. so let's just put that. See if we can turn that round to the way so it's level. Got to do it with the knob. There you go. There we go. Get that straight. Hold that there. It's just getting this. All I'm doing here, guys, just trying to get the. There we go. Let's plug that in, make sure everything still does what it should. Oh, we've just come on and gone straight off. Why have we come on and gone fucking straight off? I'm hoping it's going to be no. Hmm. Everything, there's nothing short in anywhere. Right, let's put this back on meter. Make sure I haven't blown the fuse. Make sure the fuse in the supply hasn't blown. Supply is still on. 13.8. Now, yeah, still got the supply. So we've got a bad socket or something. No. Don't know. Oh, there we are. Might have been a bad socket. Might have been just a dodgy connection there. Plug it into there. Plug the mic in. Oh, I don't know what it is with these, but every one of these I get the mic sockets always broke. They still plug in, but not every one I get. Nothing. Oh, there we go. Got a dodgy power switch. So he needs attention. So we do all these things now, guys. That's why we were getting no transmit before. Trying to think where I can get to the best way to get to it. I hope some of that's gone into it. We're transmitting. That's good. No low power adjustment on these, by the way, guys. Low power is what you get. LED for there needs replacing. The TX LED needs to be replaced. And just check we've got sound. Hopefully this time we won't pull the equipment all over the bench. We'll clean the front in a minute. Yeah. I'm just going to go and have a pee, guys. So that's working now. We'll clean the front in a minute. I'll just go and have a quick urination. I need a quick pee. Right, we are back. Now, what I need to do is look at the chat, see how we're doing. Hi Chris. There's not been much. There's not been much. Yeah, there we go, not been much. Since, there it is. Get me, I need a cloth and all. Shit. I've got this shirt here. Got to go in the wash anyway. I'll use this. This is my shirt, it's got to go in the wash. This has got to go in the wash anyway, so it won't do any harm. I'll give it a clean with that. Right, so we'll see how well it'll clean up, shall we? I may have to respray it. Which would probably be worth doing this one actually, because it's turned into a nice radio. The front looks good. Oh, the front's cleaned up lovely. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Oh, aye. Yeah. Now I'll give the top a clean. See if we can get out of repainting this. That just might be crap. No, it's not. Unfortunately. No, what it is, that's where the original finishes come off. Let's just try a bit of IPA, just in case it is something on there. Could be some residue. We don't know. We'll just try a bit of IPA. Because you never know, do you? Because it looks like sticker residue. You know, like it's had something around it in the past. Because that there's scratched. Give it a polish up there. No, it's not. What I'll do is rub that. I'll have to rub that down, guys. I'm gonna paint that. Not gonna do it now. We've got too much stuff on the bench, so I'm not gonna do it now. But let's have a look at getting the. Let's have a look at getting the insert out. See if that'll push out. Yeah. Well, the LED diffuser has popped out. That's good. Now, can we get this out? If we can't, we'll have to mask all that off. It's loose there. It's loose there. I wonder if we can get a spudger or something. See, it doesn't matter if we bend it a bit, straighten it. There you go. There you go, guys. A good sharp screwdriver on the job. You'll be able to straighten that, no problem. There you go, just give it a jiggle. We've just held on by a little part there, there we go. Now, that looks like I've mullered that, but I haven't. Look at that, we can straighten that. Straighten that and get it perfect. We can flatten that back down. Because it's very soft and it's aluminium. There you go. Give it a wipe on my trousers. There you go, guys. What we do, we just bend that. What I'll do, I've got a rolling pin. And what I'll do, I'll warm the rolling pin up, put this on a flat surface, and I'll roll it with the rolling pin. Get that nice and flat. Because that's actually quite good, that bezel. The bezel's not damaged or anything. How's the cyanide on that thing? It's not bad. Do you want me to send you the readings, Graham? The cyanide's pretty good, actually. It's I think I can hear it down to about. I can personally hear it down to about 20. About 25. About 25. I don't know. I better check it again now, Anna. Because now I'm going to tell you, I can't fucking remember. Let's give it another one. So let's just have a quick look. Just you would ask. It's not bad, actually. It's about the same as what you'd expect. It's what you'd expect on a Maxcom. You know, same as a Midland. You know, it's about the same. Just turn this on. Make sure I don't squeeze the mic. Put on channel 20. Well, that's 19. 18. Right. I've got to unplug that. Where's the external speaker? Just take the scope off it. We don't need them on. Take them off there. Right. External speaker. Tell you what, you know, all the crap on this bench, I'm surprised nothing. All the crap on here, I'm surprised nothing actually shorts out, goes bang. Oops. Let's have a look. Yeah, 113. I think I had it better than that before. Yeah, 113. Minus 113 decibels. Let's just go over it once more. Let's go over it once more just to make sure. I'm sure I had it better than that before. Where's my little small? There you are. Sure I got it better than that before. It's about right. See, I found it hard to read the numbers there because so far away from the screen. Really, I could do with another monitor right in front of me. Get in the hole, you cunt. There you go. That's about it. That's about as much as you're going to get from it. What are we earning it at now? 109. I can still hear it there, but you'd never count that, I don't think. 114. Between 114 and 113, Graham. Should have wrote it down. I didn't think anyone would ask. I thought you were all watching. Or are you just taking piss? Yeah, but to be honest with you, yeah, and that's minus 70. Oops. Got a dodgy socket. Yeah, that, what do you call it's a bit dirty. Because I set that before. There you go. The potentiometer for adjusting the signal meter on this, if it'll fucking stay on. Come on. If it'll fucking stay on. That'll do it. It's very finicky, but that'll do it. Right. Yeah, this is one of the early models where the signal meter, where the adjustment for the signal meter was actually on the back and tacked to the back of the meter. They moved it on later models, put it on the board. What is this one? Probably 1981, 82. We'll find out in a minute. Right. Unplug that because it'll make an horrible noise. Just check the transmitter. And we are doing, according to our Mr. Marconi, we are doing dead on 4 watts. And on low power, I don't know, probably about 400 milliwatts. Let's check it with our little small digital meter, see what he says it is. Because I always like to compare it with that. I mean, I don't believe this digital meter is accurate for 1 minute. I mean, it's fucking modern, how can it be? You know, it was about 50 quid this fucking meter though. So you expect some degree. I think it has got some degree of accuracy, but you know, the only meters that are truly accurate really are Bird. They're the industry standard. So we're on high power there, I think. No, it's low power. It's high power. And I think we've got a dodgy switch. Got 3.98 and 3.99 there. And to be honest with you, we've either got a dodgy power switch or it's too fucking low for the fucking meter to measure it. Well, let's turn that slightly up so we get our full 4 watts. And we adjust the power with this one. Yeah. There you go. And just nip it slightly. Power balance is not bad on it though. Wow, not getting quite the 4 watts. Not getting quite 4 watts out of this one. Might with that one. No. 399 is what we can get. Go to channel 40, make sure we're not upset our balance. Channel 1. We've got 405 there. And we've got 370 there. We could do balancing that a bit. See where we are now. 390 there. 390. 399 there. I think we should be not bad there now. 385. 390. Yeah, we need to go back the other way a bit. That's about right. Yeah. That's 373. Yeah. 39. Yeah. Let's come back with this one. Let's wind this one up a bit. Oops. I'll get that back in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, we need to go down a bit. There we go. Yeah, we're going up now. $389, $390. 385 on channel 1. 390. Let's just check this fucker here actually. Because I know this one has a variable on it. That's the centre of the peak. And I can't adjust the rest because they won't move. And I don't want to fuck them up, so I'm not turning them. 385 on channel 1. 38 and 390. So yeah, that's about right. Yeah, 385 and 390. That'll do it. But that'll do it, won't it? Yeah. Should do. $389, $390, $389, $390, $389 on both. That'll do. And $390 on channel 20. You can't get 4 watts out of these all the time. It's only sometimes, only certain ones will do 4 watts. Have you spoke to Derek lately? Yes, he speaks. He speaks very highly of you, Graham. Yeah, he says you're a wonderful fella. I says, I know he is. I said that's why I put you in touch with each other. Yeah, I call him Why Man. I call him Why Man. He looks like Ronnie Corbett. Yeah. I know you did a load of stuff for him, he said. Yeah, he's alright, Derek. So yeah, so I speak to Derek regular. I ring him once a month or something and always have a natter with him. I got to know him, you know, because when I was doing the jukeboxes, I bought some NSM spares from him. And that was how I got to know him. I bought a carriage for an NSM. And then he had 2 amplifiers on. And I missed out on them NSM Century E amplifiers, E series amplifiers, and I missed out on them. But the person who bought them bought the wrong ones. They weren't any good for his machine. So Derek put me in touch with the guy, and he was a right arrogant fucker, you know. Not Derek, the guy with the amps. Because Derek, to save the guy the postage, Derek had his son and his daughter-in-law drop them off. Because they were going that way, so they met up with the guy. And the guy never even says, yeah, you know, do you want a cup of coffee or anything? He just gave them the money for the amps, took the amps and walked off. And he did the same to me. I met him at Sheffield train station. I passed him the money. He passed me the bag and he never even said thank you. I says to Derek, when I got back I phoned Derek, I said, what a right arrogant bleeder he was like, you know. Anyway, we stitched him up. I'll tell you when I see you how we did it. But we stitched him up. We done him up like a kipper. But I'll tell you when you come when I see you how we did it. But yeah, we got him. Yeah, he's a good friend of mine, Derek. And he's very helpful, you know. You know, if you ever need anything from him, if he can do it, he'll do it for you. You know, he's a really, really top guy. Really top guy to know. I did a deal with him once. I bought a load of... what I did, I gave him I think it was a Row AMI TI1 Monte Carlo jukebox. It was a rock box, really. But all he wanted, he weren't bothered about the cabinet. The mechanism worked. You could select a record. And it would play the record. And the amplifier worked. It had a lovely valve amp in it. And it all worked. It's just the cabinet was a shitter. It had mouse droppings in it and everything. Really horrible. Anyway, so I says to Derek, I says, you know, what have you got to swap me for my jukebox? So he said, well, you're getting into doing NSM. I said, yeah. He says, how about if I drive down with a van load of NSM stuff? He says, I'll even include a full NSM Hideaway jukebox that's working.
He said, you can use that as a test rig. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. And I was fucking, I had all these carriages, Graham, and all these mechanisms, and they were all lined up in the kitchen, along the kitchen floor. They were all lined up like soldiers. And what I did, I put the test rig on the workbench, and I brought a couple of them in the workshop. My workshop used to be in the bedroom then, because this was my daughter's room. So my workshop was where I sleep. And I took a couple in at a time and tested them. And I went through them all, and I had an account with RS at the time. So I got onto RS, and I ordered a load of Cherry micro switches and a load of relays. The relays were the power supply boards that I got from him. And I was, they kept me in spares for bloody ages. I was doing other people's, I'll tell you who I did do one for. I think I did a power supply for him. And I think I did 2 carriages, but I'm not sure. Richard, Richard the Cyanide man, we'll call him. Richard UKCB Servicing. He's a good friend of mine, Richard. And that's how I got to know him. I knew him before YouTube even was a thing. I've known Richard for years, and apparently he bought an NSM City 1 and from a farm, and it had no carriage in it. And as he was reversing out, he just saw this thing glinting in the fucking bushes. He looked. He got out of his car, looked, it was a carriage out of his machine. So anyway, he just threw it in the back of the car, in the boot of the car, well, the back of the van. And, because he'd picked that up in a van. And he got hold of me, because I had a website called NSM Carriage Repair. And .co.uk or whatever it was, or .something. It wasn't .com, that was too expensive. I think it was .co.uk or something, or .org or something fucking daft. Anyway, I had that up, and he found my phone number and he rang me up. And he said to me, he says, are you into scratching backs? I says, what do you mean? He says, I'm an electronics engineer. I says, right. I said, well, I am. He says, I know. He said, well, if you could help me out on this carriage, it needed a cartridge. Getting a Shaw double-ended is difficult. You can't just buy a Shaw double-ended cartridge. The cartridge has 2 styluses in it, 2 styli in it. One for the A side and one for the B side. But luckily I'd got all this stuff from Derek, so I had cartridges in abundance. There was just about every carriage had one on. And there was a few spares in the boxes. So I think I quoted him half price what I normally charge. I says, I'll do it half price. I says, but you owe me one. So he says, okay. So I did that for him. And he's helped me out ever since him. He's all right. If I need any manuals, he just sends them. I don't have to fanny around the internet looking for manuals for these things. I could just email Richard and he'll send me the manual for it. If he wants any record player bits, I'll send them out. He pays me for them. He doesn't expect them for nothing. If I buy a part from him, I don't expect his parts for nothing. And but he will send me a manual or 2. Because he says, I'll always help you out in the future. And he always has done. He's a really nice lad. He's a really nice bloke. Yeah. I was watching his video earlier. What was he doing? He was doing a realistic It was a handheld, but it was one of the later ones. Wasn't one of the decent ones like I've got on the window and like what you've got. Wasn't one of them. It was one of the newer ones. And it was one of the later ones, which apparently he was saying weren't as good. But yeah, getting back to Derek, he's a lovely fella, Derek. I rang him up one night and his wife answered, and I straight away I said, is that why I man? She says, no, it's why I woman. She said, Derek, it's that mad mank from Manchester. I think he wants you. Yeah, but he's a lovely fella, Derek. He really is a nice guy. And, you know, he'll help anybody out as well. I mean, you know. Yeah, so, you know, if you need out, he'll always help you out, you see. Because he's like me. He believes in the philosophy, you scratch my back and I scratch yours. Which nowadays most people don't believe that, do they? Most people don't go with that nowadays. The mentality of today is you scratch my back and I'll stick a knife in yours, that sort of thing. And that's wrong. You know. It's like I'm always going on about people. I'll look at that in a sec. It's obviously what Graham just said. You know, but yeah, he is a really nice guy, Derek. He's all right. He's all right. I flogged him a jukebox a couple of years ago. What happened was the Mildred bought it off a guy who I know. He bought it off old Bob. The reason why I call him old Bob is his name was Bob and he was old. Anyway, he bought it off old Bob. I'd been out to it a few times and repaired it. Anyway, he phoned me up and he says, it's broken down again. I said, do you want me to come out? It was a Rockola. I said, do you want me to come out? He said, no. He says, I want to sell it. He says, I want to sell it. He says, I think it's time I moved it on. So I mentioned it to the Mildred. And the Mildred bought it. And we never bothered getting it working. What we did, I said to the Mildred, I'll give you my, I forgot what it fucking, my Roami Diplomat. I said, I'll give you my Diplomat for that Rockola. I said, but leave the Rockola here. He says, why? I says, because, I says, I can sell that Rockola. I says, I can get about £300 or £400 for that Rockola. I says, my mate Derek in Whitley Bay, I says, he'll buy that from me. I says, he'll snap my hands off for that. I says, and plus it's got a box of spares with it. I says, he'll snap my hand off, and I says, he'll give me a good price because it's mine and he knows it ain't been fucked about with. So he says, right. So anyway, I got hold of Derek, and we settled for all time's sake and for being friends. We settled on 300, which I was happy with. And he says, keep it for me. He said, I'll be down in the next week or two. He rang me up. He says, I'm coming down tomorrow. I says, right. So I arranged for the Mildred to be at his house. We went round. Derek didn't even plug it in, didn't even try it. I said, you can try it if you want. And he's, no. He says, it doesn't matter. He says, I trust him. We just threw it into his van. He brought me back round here, paid me and went. And then I got the Mildred round to take that bloody Diplomat. And plus off old Bob, we got about two or three big boxes of records off him as well. I bought this one behind me off the Mildred. This, what is it, Row AMI, what is it, Fleetwood or something here. I think it's a Row AMI Fleetwood. I bought that off the Mildred. I gave him 300 quid for it and it works absolutely beautifully. And what I did, I gave him a load of stuff, record players and stuff. I said, you sell those record players. I says, and when you get it, I says, take half yourself for selling them. I says, split the difference with you for selling them. I says, and keep the other half and it'll come off the jukebox. I paid for the jukebox in no time. I think I only gave him 1 or 2 cash payments. But, you know, I just gave him a load of stuff and said, sell that. Because he can sell shit to the sewage farm, him. I thought I was good, but he was better than me. You know, he can sell shit to the sewage farm, Mildred. You know, but, you see, I think what it is, guys, I think what it mainly is I can't really be bothered anymore. I mean, you know, I could sit there all day, I could put these, I've got about fucking 30 or 40 CBs, I could put them on fucking eBay. and sell them, but by the time you fucked them out, I don't see the point. You know, I'd rather just hang on to them when somebody says, have you got a radio for sale? I'll say, yeah, I've got. What are you after? You know, and if I've got what they want, then I'll flog it them. You know, I mean, I've got some radios here that I'll never sell. I don't mean I'll never sell. I mean they will never sell. Like I've got a DNT M40. Who the fuck wants one of them? And I've also got I've got two of those PT40s. What one's a General Electric and the other one, what's the other one? A Grandstand Hawk, but they're exactly the same bloody radio. And then I've got stuff that will sell. I've got two Colt 444s. I've got me fucking me TriStar 747. I might set that up in here with an aerial switch, with an antenna switch, so I can fuck about on 555. You know, so I can go on 555 because I can't do that on this Harvard. You know, and I can't use my 6900 in here because my power supply won't allow it. It just said it won't even switch on. You switch it on, it draws too much current. You know, it's you know, very, very current hungry. And you know, you switch on, it says it comes up insufficient current or something daft like that. Not enough current to drive it. So, but that 747 will. I think it's a 747, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think that 747 will. I've had it plugged in here. Because they're only fucking, according to mine, I don't know whether they did two versions of that, because it's supposed to do 15 watts on AM and FM. Well, on FM it is. But mine only does 5. So I've not messed with it, I don't intend to, because the guy who serviced it, I believe it was done properly. So I don't know whether they did two versions of it, because I've seen a super version. It doesn't say it on the radio, it says it on the box. 747 Super, and then I've seen one that just says 747. So is the 747 Super the 15-watt one? That could be right, and the best person to answer that question is actually on here now. Graham, he's the best person to answer that question because he's got them all. So he would know that. I mean, 5 watts is good enough. I think it does about 10 watts on SSB. I think it jumps up to about 10 watts on SSB. But we're allowed to use 12 watts in the UK SSB. I don't think we're allowed to use 555 like. We're supposed to be doing it on mid-band really, but everybody's been going on triple nickel for years, haven't they? I've not been on it for a long time. I remember once, you know, I went on it once, and this was dead funny. This cretin came on. I shouted for a report, and this cretin came on. It was before I did me M6. He says, He says, are you licensed? I says, no. He said, well, you shouldn't be on here. I said, well, actually, mate, neither should you. I says, elementary examination of the law will tell you that 555 in the UK is illegal. And I couldn't convince him it wasn't, you know. Oh, no, it's not. I said, fuck it is. No, I says, it fucking is. And he wouldn't have it. I says, anybody goes on it. No, you've got to be last. No, you haven't. And you don't. You know, I'm being honest with you though, guys. I think they should legalise 555. I think they should legalise everything, really. You know, let us go where we please. I mean, you go on 2 meters now, and there's nothing on 2 meters, guys. I'll come up to the camera in a minute. Well, I'm already there technically, aren't I? You know, there's nothing on 2 litres, as I call it. There's fuck all on there now. I mean, it's like a ghost town on there now. There's nothing on 2 meters. I mean, I flick round it now and again. I have a whiz round, and you might hear the odd person on the repeaters, but other than that, there's nothing on it really. And you know, the thing is, guys, if we don't use it, they'll take it. The government will. The French are trying to get it back because I think it was originally theirs, wasn't it? But I heard a rumour that the French were trying to get 2 meters. I mean, would it bother me if we did lose it? Yeah, it probably would, because I did my licence to be able to use them sort of bands. You know, I've not done the I've only done the foundation. I've not done the intermediate or the full, and I don't intend to ever do so because there's not enough on it for me. I mean, when I first did my licence, there was loads of people on it, and you know, you could scan around the band. You could scan around 2 meters and 70 centimeters and find loads of people and just break in and have a chat. And but what they were all new licensees. And after the novelty wore off, the radios probably ended up in a drawer, not been used. You know, I mean, all my stuff is still set up. It needs rearranging. I need to rearrange everything and make some sort of I want to make some sort of distribution board up where I can have all my radios on banana plugs. I can have everything on have banana plugs on all the power leads, and then I can just plug them in and have a distribution board going to my power supply. So I've only got 2 wires going into my power supply and the rest going into a distribution board, and just put a label on everything. And, you know, and then I can put I can put my Synad meter pad next to me as well. And, you know, I can sit there and happily write down my microvolts. No, seriously. What are you having for breakfast? Microchips? No, I'm having microvolts. No, seriously, guys. But that's what I want to look at making. I'm going to look round the net for an enclosure big enough. It doesn't have to be big. I'm going to look for something big enough that will do the job. And then I'm just going to order a shitload of fucking banana plugs, banana sockets, and you know, just wire them all in parallel. You know, wire the fucking lot in parallel. You know, just wire them all up so they also, you know, a bit like that. The sort of idea I've got, guys, is that remember last night I was mentioning about a cable tidy box I bought from Tandy. Well, all your wires till all your equipment went into this box. And all that was in the box, really, was a fucking row of chop blocks about that long. And it was in a box about that big, by about that thick. And it was made by Archer, which was one of Tandy's names, one of the companies he used to make their stuff, made by Archer. And what the idea is to make the box up and put one lead going in, one lead coming out going into the power supply. Then the power supply can be out of the way, and that can be screwed to that can be fitted to the wall right behind the radio desk, so that if I want to unplug something, I can unplug it and probably I only need about 5 or 6 inputs. Well, what have I got? I've got my 270s, my little Yaesu 270s. I've got me My homemade home base doesn't count because that's got its own power supply. It's got a 5 amp power supply in that. So I've got the 270s and 270s. I've got me four. Is it FT 450? Yeah, I've got my FT 450. I bought the other week. That can go into it. My 6900. My TriStar's coming in here. So that won't count that, but I'll still put banana plugs on it, so that it can on a lead with banana plugs, so that I can plug it into just banana plug it straight into here. But yeah, I had a word with my aerial man today, by the way, Graham, and I told him, I said nobody can hear shit when I use that aerial. I says, and the guy I was talking to, I said he was not far away, he should have been blasting in. So anyway, he says, right, he said, well, you know, he said, well, I'll sort it for you. So just waiting to get the van back. I said, I'll tell you what I want to do. I says, I want to throw that silver rod up. I said, can we throw that silver rod up onto the chimney? He said, yeah. He said, the pole that you've got's good enough. He said, it's a good quality pole that you bought. He said, so yeah. Yeah, he said, I don't see why we can't. He said, and it's already SWR'd. I said, that's right. So all we need to do, so what we're going to do, we're going to throw the silver rod up. Then you'll hear me, Graham, and we'll be able to come on and do rig checks and, you know, everybody can hear us talking and, you know, that kind of thing. It's, yeah, this mic could do the clean. I put a new insert in this, because these Maxcom mics, they always go, you know, they always go down on you. If you pardon the expression, but they do. They always fail these. The inserts go open circuit in them. You know, but I think, you know, I mean, there's not really much to them. But I think they're a nice little mic. To be perfectly honest, you know, yeah, you know, they cool to the mouth, lovely. They feel nice in the hand. I mean, I think they're a nice little mic then. But that one needs a good clean. So what we're going to do, guys, getting back to the CB, let's turn that off, hang on. Ooh. What we're going to do, we're going to rub that down, guys. We'll get the sandpaper on that. We're going to rub that down, we're going to spray that. We're going to spray that. And this, we're just going to put this back on. What we'll do, we'll order some of that tissue tape that Graham uses. We'll order some tissue tape that Graham uses, and we'll flatten this down. I've got a rolling pin in the kitchen. We'll flatten this down, get it nice and flat, and we'll glue that back. We'll stick that back on with some double-sided tissue tape. So we'll get a roll of that on. We'll get a roll of that ordered. And yeah. Right, so I wanted to mess about testing crystals, but I can't find me bloody crystals. They've taken a powder. Yeah, they've done one. My crystals have done one. They're not here, are they? No, they're not under that. Are these them? No, they're not them either. My crystals have taken a powder, they've done one. They're here somewhere. I thought they were here. I thought they were with these two second-hand Stantons. AL 500s. I've got two new ones of those actually to go into the TK. They've got to go into the TK disco. Yeah, so because I told Jay tonight how much I paid for my disco gear, you guys now all know. But that being said, I think it was worth the money for what I got, guys, I think it was worth the money. And the reason why I say that, is because A, I trusted the person where it came from. The person who owned it was a good and true loyal friend of mine. He passed away in February. His daughter is very straight and very honest. And, you know, basically, I told her if she delivered it to me, I would give her £1,000 for it all. So I did. You know, I mean, I wouldn't get the chance to buy it again. And the strange thing is, guys, I was with him when he bought the TK Disco sound console. I was with him when the day he bought it. And I walked into, he got it from Venue Sound in Manchester. I'll come up to the main camera now, guys, and you can all see me better. Not that that's an improvement or whether you want to, but we don't need to look at the side meter now, do we? Because we're finished with that. Anyway, the reason why I paid the price I paid is because of where it came from. And I owned some of it back in the past, so I knew it. I knew all the gear. I knew his gear very well. I used his gear. I used to borrow some of it sometimes, and some of it, like the Linear Super Disco 70, I owned that back in the 90s. In 1994, I purchased it from him. He bought it from new, and it had never been messed with. Never had any holes drilled in it, things added to it that didn't belong on it, and nothing. You know, apart from the stickers that you got to stick on your radio dial, 1, 2, and 3, stuck them next to the three sockets at the end, and I stuck a digital clock on it when I got it. It needs recovering now, guys, but I've got the vinyl covering down there to do it. It's just a matter of getting round to it. But I did well because I got the two. You know, I asked my mate Mick how much it would cost round trip to get a van and go and pick it all up, and he quoted me 200 quid. Mates rates, he quoted me 200 quid to go and get it. And I was with me mate when my mate Tommy bought the TK Disco sound. I was with him when he bought it because my mum lent him the rest of the money because he needed a disco console by weekend, and the Linear wasn't working. It had a problem with its amp, and he didn't know that you could just slave another amp through the output. You know, you could plug another amp into the output, plug the output into the input of another amp, and it would work. Just pull the fuses out of that amp and it'd kill the amp, and the mixer would still work. Because that's how I used it for the first few discos when I got it. I used it like that. I had a Carlsberg valve amp connected to it. Oh, and it sounded mega, man. And it was loud. It was clean as well. Lovely clean mono. Anyway, no problems. Anyway, but he needed a console by this particular Saturday for work. So I says to me, Mum, can you help him out? You know, I gave him 150 for his old one because I figured it was worth that, simply because it was his and it hadn't been abused. And with it, and I said to him, I said he ended up with 500 quid, and so we got his daughter's boyfriend at the time. We used to call him Burger Dave, or at least I used to call him Burger Dave. We used to have a burger van. So we got Dave to run us down in the van I was going to pay my disco console off and bring it home. And if I hadn't got Dave, I'd have had to have struggled on the bus with it. But luckily we had Dave, so Dave did it. And we walked in venues. We walked in venue sound, and I walked up to this thing, this TK sound. I said to Tommy, I said, "Hey, look at that." He looked at us, I said, "I might." He said, as I said that, he said, "Don't even think about it." He says to the fella, he said, "How much is that?" "Give us 500 quid. So Tommy gave him 500 quid there and then. So the fella says, "Right," he says, "I'll go and get the lid for it." So he went in the back, come back out with the lid and put the lid on it and got it ready, and we loaded mine, and I paid for mine. Mine was an NJD DM808 and unpowered. Unpowered meaning there's no built-in amp in it, just a preamp. Because I wasn't happy with using a built-in amp in case it blew up. So, you know, I had a phobia. I'm over it now, but I had a phobia about disco consoles and built-in amps, and you know, yeah. Anyway, so I ended up with it all. You know, I will never covet my neighbour's wife. I will never covet my friend's wife. What I will do is covet my friend's disco console. Definitely. And when I phoned the lovely Vanessa, I said, I only want the one unit. I only wanted the TK. But she said, well, I'd like to sell it all as a job lot, you know, see it all gone because I need the space. So I said, right, well, I'll tell you what. So anyway, we came to an arrangement, you know, where I gave her some money and the gear became mine, and I think I got a good deal because, like I say, if I'd have hired a van and gone up there, it'd have been 200 quid minimum round trip, because it was in Wales. You know, if it was still in Wythenshawe, I'd have got it picked up for nothing. Mick would have just gone in his van and gone and got it. You know, but given what was there, what was with it, I think it was a bargain. I mean, what did I get? I got about 6 or 7 sets of lights. I got 2, 4. I got 6 light boxes. I got 2 light controllers. I got 3 microphones. I got a bag of leads. You saw Tommy's bag of leads. I went through them and explained what each one was for, and where it went, and and what its place was in the system. And I got the TK sound, disco sound, and they were expensive when they were new. You know, they were expensive. They were the workhorse of the disco industry. They were proper workhorses then. Anyway, I got that. I got the Linear Super 70, Super Disco 70 rather, 70 because it's 71 amp mono. The TK unit is stereo. But yeah, we, you know, and, you know, she told me what she'd been offered, and I said, well, if you deliver it, honey, I'll give you a cool grand. You know, I'll round it off to 1,000. I'll give you 1,000 for it if you deliver it. Because I couldn't buy it if she didn't deliver it. Because, well, I could, but I wouldn't have been able to pay her 1,000 and then pay 200 to have it collected. That would have been false economy. But because she helped me out with the delivery and everything, you know, and she's a really nice girl. I mean, Tommy brought her up really well. His son's nice as well. I get on with both his kids. You know, I get on with both of them. I always have done. I've known them. I've seen them grow up. I've known them since Simon's a few years older, but I've known them since. Known her. She was about 7 or 8 when I got to know their dad. You know, because the first time I went round, he said, "My kids will be back soon." I said, "Your kids?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I've got 2 kids, a boy and a girl." He said, "Simon and Vanessa." And you know something, guys, right? He was a lovely fella. You know, he was. You know, he had a big heart. You know, he did. He had a big heart. His heart was way bigger than his body. He had a big heart. He really did. I mean, and he, you know, like I think I've said before, his kids were his world. Nothing else mattered much. His kids were his world, and you know, if there was only enough, if there was only enough to feed 2, you know, he struggled a lot, and he did without a lot. And if there was only enough for 2, then he wouldn't be eating. You know, it was as simple as that, guys, and that's true. That I used to take a bottle of milk round to his house every time I went. And he says, "Why do you bring a bottle of milk?" I said, "Because every time I come, you've either got none or you forgot to put it in the fridge and it's gone sour." I says, "I've also brought some cigarettes." "Oh, thank fuck for that." He says, "I've got no smokes." I says, "Yeah, just threw the thanks to him." I said, "Yeah, have a smoke. Have one of them, you know," because I used to smoke then. And she asked me if I still smoked. I says, "No. I've not smoked for a long time. I gave up smoking. It's a bad occupation. Smoking. The only trouble is with giving up smoking, it makes you fat. You know, makes you fat and unattractive. Makes you unattractive to the opposite sex. So, you know. But, oh, I'm going to make a move in a minute, guys. Well, thanks. Oh, look at the time. It's 2 minutes past 10. Well, have we all had a good time, guys? We all had a good time, girls. Any girls are watching? I know our usual ladies, and they said local. Our usual regular is what I mean. Our regular 2 ladies are in. Found tonight's video most interesting. Are you the same guy that wants the what do you call it doing? Are you the same Malcolm that wants the what do you call it doing? I'm not sure if you're. Well, they've got the in-car record player. Are you the same Malcolm who's got that? I'm just going to look at my emails. Yeah, I think it's you, innit? Yeah. Yeah, if you're the one with that, it'd be interesting to have a look at that. I've never seen one, not in person, but hey, how difficult can it be? It's a record player, isn't it? I mean, it never took off the in-car record player, did it? I mean, I wonder why. Yeah. You know, you couldn't. But that being said, they weren't designed. You know, in-car record players weren't designed for you to drive around listening to your records. What they were actually designed for, the real purpose of them, was for you to listen to them while you were in the back seat with your girlfriend. Yeah, they were designed for you to sit in the back seat. No, it might be a different one. I'll send you some pics showing the make. Yeah. No, I think it's a different Malcolm. But yeah, it's. Yeah. You know, at the end of the day, guys and girls, what we want to try and do in the next. Oh no, you're the you're the one with the row. I mean, yeah, I helped you out with that, didn't I? Yeah, with you now. Yeah, it's a different guy. Yeah, because you did just come on there and ask me. This other guy came through, another guy called Matthew. another guy called Matthew. You know, Matthew, I was doing the record players for a couple of months ago, but he's not sent anything to me for a while. I think he's doing them all himself now. But that's not a problem. I don't mind that. I mean, the idea of this channel and of the other channel is to show you guys, you know, with the exception of Microchips and a few others who know what they're doing, know more than me even. You know, but all you beginners, that's what it's for. It's to show you guys how to do it, you know. You know, I'd rather you guys do it yourself, learn how to do it, enjoy it, and, you know, yeah, dead right. You know, fill your boots. Yeah, but yeah, I know about the circuit boards, Derek. Yeah, Graham. Yeah, Derek was well pleased, mate. Obviously, he was well pleased. He was well over the moon. Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't speak highly enough of you. He says, he's a lovely fella, that mate of yours. I says, I know. You know, I says, all my friends are nice. I don't hang around with people who are not. You know. But yeah. You know, but like I say, you know, Derek will always help you out if you need it. You know, if he knows something you don't, then Derek will help you out, you know, he's that kind of guy. And, yeah, I speak to him regular, Derek. Yeah, but I call him YI Man. When I phone him up, I say, hello, YI, how are we doing? He goes, YI, not bad. You know. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for coming in as always. And the channel wouldn't be the channel without you guys. It's you guys who make the channel. I only sit here and do it, but if you guys weren't out there watching it, there's no point. So we'll be back with a part 2 on this tomorrow. I'll try and find me small box of LEDs. I've got a scrap Midland 2001 somewhere. I need to find that because that'll yield enough common parts. It'll yield an LED and it'll also yield a signal meter bulb, because I know the signal meter bulb's good. It's just that the case in the front is scabby as fuck. But I've also pinched the reference oscillator, the reference crystal. I've also pinched the 10 to 10.25, 10.24. Sorry, the 10.24. Pinched that. So you know. Anyway, we're up to spec on this this little Maxcom now. We just need to get the front clean, sprayed. We'll do all that tomorrow. I'm not doing it tonight. We'll do that tomorrow day. And tomorrow, I'm not on tomorrow night, am I? No, I'm not here tomorrow, so it might be a recorded video tomorrow, guys. But we'll see. See if I can hold off till Thursday. I'll do my best and come back live Thursday. But I don't come on Wednesdays. Do I have Wednesdays to myself? And I'm going to hoover the floor tomorrow. You all take it easy, my friends. Look after yourself. Look after you and yours. And I shall catch you on the next one. Bye for now. Oh, by the way, like, share, subscribe, and buy me a coffee if you want to. And if there's any companies out there that want to sponsor me, sponsor the channel, feel free to get in touch. I'll catch us all. I'll be back Thursday, guys. And you all take it easy. Bye for now.